The MLK Avenue Redevelopment Corporation is changing the face of a Mobile community. Michael Pierce, who has led the corporation since the early 90s, recently sat down with our Eric Reynolds to talk about that progress.
Pierce also shares about Airbus, his career, and a historic appointment in 2012. Here's the interview.
Nobody told me that I couldn't. And so I've been very fortunate in my life and in my professional career. And I believe the good Lord has blessed me to be linked with individuals who have helped me along the way to be able to accomplish some of the things that I have.
Michael Pierce is the executive director of the MLK Avenue Redevelopment Corporation. Under his leadership, new homes have been built and commercial property developed in Mobile's inner city. Pierce believes his mother's encouragement was a motivating factor.
She just always told me to, whatever it is that you wanted to be, you had to work hard for it. And, don't limit your dreams. And so I was always a dreamer. And so for me, the sky was always the limit.
Sports provided Pierce his first opportunity to shoot for the stars.
Football opened a lot of doors, an opportunity to see a different side of life that traditionally you simply don't get to see. Willie Taylor, who was the head coach, took me under his wings. A steady force who always said, hey, you're a good kid, you're a bright kid, you can do this. And he was really the first male role model that I had who said, hey, I believe in you. When I got to Murphy, I was playing basketball, and Coach Terry Curtis, he said, son, I don't know how tall you're going to be, but if you go play football, I promise you can earn a scholarship. And I knew that was my ticket to college and a means to an end for me.
Pierce's record-setting efforts earned him a scholarship to Tulane University.
Mack Brown was my first coach. Mack and I still have a relationship today, and I just learned a lot from him about being a man. Tulane is an interesting institution because you got a kid from the South, very, very humble beginnings, going to a private institution with kids from a very privileged background, mostly. I got to see things from a different perspective, have dialogue with kids who weren't accustomed to being around youth like myself. Terms of the education. It was a world-class experience for me.
A stellar college career led to a season in the NFL, but a lingering knee injury returned Pierce to an earlier dream.
As a young man, a youth, always talk about a vision of running businesses. That kind of was ingrained in me.
Pierce spent 2 years at IBM in management before he was asked to lead the MLK Avenue Redevelopment Corporation.
It was certainly not something that I thought I would be doing, and I'll be honest with you, I was apprehensive. But thank God for a godly wife. She said, well, have you prayed about it? It caused me to search my heart to say, okay, I'm going to pray about this.
Since 1993, the corporation has built nearly 130 new homes and more than 28,000 feet of commercial space.
We've made some progress. It's starting to look better. I believe we're starting to turn the corner, the neighborhood of choice now, not a neighborhood of necessity because I have nowhere else to go. And I really don't see it as work. For me, it's more like a ministry because I enjoy working with people and helping people.
Pierce's work and years of service to the Mobile Area Chamber of Commerce led to a historic appointment in 2012, chairman of the Chamber's Board of Directors.
I felt like I had been preparing for that, if you will, my entire life. When opportunity knocks, it's not time to get ready, you have to already be ready. In that chairman's seat, you get a completely different viewpoint of the chamber because of your level of involvement on a day-to-day basis. Mobile is on the map, clearly with Airbus and the halo effect that we will eventually begin to see outside of Brooklyn. It was an honor, I will tell you, to serve as the chairman of the board of such a prestigious organization.
In Mobile, Eric Reynolds, Fox 10 News.
Pierce was the Mobile Chamber of Commerce first African-American chairman of the board in the organization's 177-year history.
He also serves as chairman of the board for Commonwealth Bank and of the Senior Bowls Hall of Fame Committee. And following in the August mayoral election, Pierce was asked to serve as co-chair of Mayor Sandy Stimpson's transition team.
Stay with us. Fox 10 News is back right after this.